Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope everyone is always in good health. My name is Anna. Today I'm going to present a topic that I believe is very important for your future generation. This topic is early childhood education accessibility, with the subtitle Ensuring Equal Opportunities for Every Child. So, keep watching this video. Introduction. What is Early Childhood Education or ECE? Early childhood education refers to the period of learning that takes place from birth up to around the age of 8. This stage is one of the most critical in a child development as it lays the groundwork for future learning, behavior, and health. Education for children from birth to age 8. Early childhood education serves children in their most formative years, from infancy to early elementary school. Focuses on cognitive, emotional, social, and physical development. It supports the whole child by developing thinking skill, emotional understanding, social interaction, and physical growth. Foundation for lifelong learning and success. This early experience shape a child's ability to learn, adapt, and thrive throughout their life. Why accessibility matters? The importance of accessibility. ECE or Early Childhood Education improves academic performance and social skills. Children who attend early childhood education programs tend to perform better in school and develop stronger communication, cooperation, and problem-solving abilities. The second, reduce inequality in education and opportunities. ECE helps level the playing field by giving all children, regardless of background, a fair start in learning and development. The third, children in underserved communities often lack access. Unfortunately, many children in low-income or remote areas do not have access to quality early education, putting them at a disadvantage from the very beginning. Barriers to accessibility. Although early childhood education is essential, many children still face barriers that prevent them from accessing it. First, economic barriers. One of the biggest challenges is the high cost of private preschools. For many families, especially in low-income communities, paying for early education is simply not affordable. Second, geographical barriers. In rural or remote area, early childhood education centers may not exist at all, or they may be too far away for families to reach easily. Third, cultural factors. In some communities, there is a lack of awareness about the importance of early education. Some parents may undervalue it or prefer to keep their children at home until they reach school age. Fourth, disability inclusion. Children with special needs often face limited access to inclusive education. Many early learning centers are not equipped to support them either physically or through specialized staff. Global statistics. According to UNICEF and UNESCO, around 175 million children under the age of 5 are not enrolled in any form of pre-primary education. That's a huge number, almost half of the world's preschool-age children. In low-income countries, the situation is even more concerning. Only 1 in 5 children has access to early childhood education. That means millions are starting school without the basic skills they need to success. These numbers highlight the urgent need to expand access to quality early education, especially in the most disadvantaged regions of the world. Strategies to improve access. Solution and recommendations. To improve accessibility in early childhood education, several key strategies can be implemented. The first, government investment in public ECE programs. Governments play a critical role by funding and expanding free or affordable early education, especially for low-income families. Second, training and hiring qualified early childhood education. Quality education starts with quality teachers. Investing in teacher training ensures that children receive proper care and learning supports. The third, community-based early learning centers. Local solutions like community centers or mobile classroom help bring education to rural or remote areas where formal schools may not exist. Fourth, inclusive policy for children with disabilities. It's essential to create learning environments that support children of all abilities, including access to trained staff and adapted learning materials. And the last, collaboration between public and private sectors. Partnership between government, NGOs, and private institutions can help expand access and share resources more effectively. Next discuss is case studies or success stories. Example 1, UNICEF Early Learning Program in Sub-Saharan Africa. Example 2, Indonesia PAUD Program Reaching Remote Area. And then highlight impact and replicable practice. Example 1, UNICEF Early Learning Program in Sub-Saharan Africa. In many sub-Saharan countries, UNICEF has supports community-based early learning programs that are low cost and locally run. These programs have successfully reached children in remote areas and have improved school readiness and enrollment rates. The key here is community involvement and flexible, low resources models that are easy to replicate in other regions. Example 2, Indonesia's PAUD programs. In Indonesia, the government has promoted PAUD or Pendidikan Anak Usia Dini or early childhood education, especially in remote and rural areas. Third, partnership with local communities and religious institutions. PAUD centers have become more accessible. This model shows how decentralized education and local collaboration can expand access even in challenging environments. And the last summary from this presentation. Early childhood education, or ECE, is vital for children aged 0 until age, supporting all areas of development and building a foundation for lifelong success. Yet, access remains unequal due to poverty, geography, lack of awareness, and limited inclusion for children with disabilities. Globally, 175 million children under 5 are not enrolled in pre-primary education. Improving access requires government supports, trained educators, inclusive policy, local centers, and cross-sector collaboration. Programs like UNICEF in Africa and Indonesia, PAUD, show scalable, effective solutions. Thank you very much for your time and attention. That's all for my presentations. See you again. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.